for young people to create jobs, for young people to create employment, to create things after training.
Well, Mr. Babila, thank you once more. Permit me to say here that the President of the Republic is doing little or nothing to ensure that Cameroonians feel at home. But with regard to this issue of job, I think very minimal jobs, number of jobs are being created. Even the few that are being created, to have access to them, you must be connected to one high person somewhere. And with regard to some of this issue that you just made mention of, there are some certain things that we were talking here about. When I was trying to talk about some of this issue of immigration. This issue, sometimes the president will tell us that that this issue is a perilous journey that is discouraging Cameroonians not to travel out of the country. But at the same time, you see in Cameroon, it's easier to have a passport than to have a national identity card. Just to tell you that sometimes they are preaching a different thing, but they are practicing the contrary. So this one is just a good example to tell you that in that sector, the president is saying the contrary thing, but the practice in Cameroon is a different thing. And job opportunities are too minimal. When it comes to creation of jobs, it's not going. And even those who are engaging in, where they are talking of entrepreneurship, that they are encouraging Cameroonians to open small-scale businesses in order to make sure that they don't only rely on the public service, because it's true that the public service cannot employ all Cameroonians. But at the same time, when you go into that sector, you open a very small business. The next day, you will see those of them import and very high taxes that are being levied on you. At the end, you will not be able to cope. At the end, before now, sometimes you close what you are doing there and go out and go away. So those are the kind of things that are making Cameroonians more frustrated and make it very difficult for Cameroonians to be able to cope. Because the government says people should go to the farm. We are encouraging that we should go to the farm and equally work there, so that maybe what's one thing or the other, because we are not supposed to rely on public service or white collar job and all the like. And when we go to the farm, we don't have the government is giving little or no incentive to Cameroonians, those who are even going to following that way of agriculture, to encourage them, because the farm to market road, everything is also make accessible. The government is also encourage them by giving them incentive, giving them fertilizer and all like. So you see the price. Sometimes in the past years, you see what happened. The price of a bag of fertilizer went up to about 45,000. Those who are working corn or whatsoever, maize and what all the right to sell, they were unable to buy it. So making things much more difficult to Cameroonians. So they are supposed to do things in such a way that it will be easier for everybody, be it in terms of tax. The tax of in Cameroon keep increasing on a daily basis. So tell me how these people are going to cope with this kind of thing.
The state said that important financial resources, significant financial resources, and a number of ministerial departments are working together, mobilizing to achieve the objective of reducing unemployment, and more precisely youth unemployment. But the result seems not to be reflecting the important financial resources, the significant financial resources invested in that. Where's the problem?
Mr. Pabila, permit me to say here once more that one of the problems I think here is that because we have a leadership, we have the government where we have virtually all the leaders at the helm of the country are very aging people. So even sometimes they don't know or understand what the ordinary Cameroonians or the youths or the young Cameroonians are going through. Sometimes, had it been, maybe the president would have made things in such a way that even the minister of the youth or some of these sectors are those that are young people and they understand the pains of the Cameroonians are going through. So that when they handle things, they know how to handle things better, and they know much more the needs of young Cameroonians than these aging leaders. Most of these aging leaders are only reasoning at their own age, because within a particular age of global age system, they are supposed to have particular ways of reasoning. And you, as a young person, you interact more with young people of your age, or some people who are maybe somehow around the same age with you, and you people understand better than those of these people. So most of these difficulties is always coming like this, because even those the president in public confess some of those things to them, they don't even know the plight, what is really actually need, what this youth actually need, because they don't. Maybe sometimes they don't even go closer to them to actually know the problem that these youths are going through.
Ok, voilà, Augustin Kwepo, le président a cité deux jeunes. Un exemple, il y a Tata Bakari qui fait dans un complexe, il a parlé, qui est à la tête d'un important complexe fermier, et également Tony Obam Bekoué.
Ok. Oui,
deux exemples, deux jeunes.
Oui, le chef de l'État.
Dans le discours du chef de l'État.
Oui, il a l'habitude de citer les vertus, c'est-à-dire en fait les gens qui ont réussi en s'être débrouillés tout seuls sur le terrain pour arriver. Mais il ne dit pas